I'm gonna start this video with letting you know that the goal of life, the ultimate goal, is the freedom of the soul, right? Sober, free. Fit, free. Enlightened, free. Financially rich, free. Sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. The existential liberation of the soul from material, temporal, existential conditions. It's very fucking simple. You have to get at it step by step. If you're still enslaved, still a slave to substances, basically you put poison in your body, and as you go through the cessations and the withdrawal of the detoxification process, you undergo a heterostatic psychosomatic experience. The central nervous system goes haywire, your synapses are dehydrating from the poison you put in it, and you have that feeling, which is the discomfort, which is what you should feel because you put fucking poison in yourself, you fucking dumbass, so you can feel a euphoria for a short amount of time, you fucking asshole. Whatever you are, your world is yours. So then you end up in a perpetual loop of not being able to break that, so you end up in bondage to being afraid of feeling the feelings that you end up avoiding feeling for so long, that as soon as you decide to feel the feelings, after deciding to prolong feeling the feelings flood back in, and it's even more difficult. But the more difficult, the better you become. Sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. Gotta get sober. It's the first thing. There's no progress to being sober. Either you are or you're not. It's an on and off switch. Either you're sober or you're not. So just turn the drugs off, turn the sober on. Done. Now the game begins. Now you have to direct your attention and your efforts to actually achieving things. Because the thing about drugs is that they give people dopamine. Everybody uses these hot words, dopamine. What you're not realizing is dopamine. It's a false sense of achievement. It's a false sense of satisfaction. You do the drugs. If you were to work out, you get the endorphins. And you get the positive self-esteem because you get your self-image reinforced as being a bad motherfucker who just gets shit done. Like, it's so many times I done had COVID. Even probably like 2 weeks ago, I was thinking I had COVID. I was feeling weird for like a few days. And I wouldn't allow myself to go under, but I was fighting it mentally. You know, physically it was trying to creep on me, but I fought that shit back mentally where it didn't take me under, you feel me? It kind of got me wrestled, but it didn't take me under. Anyway, I'm still squatting. I never mentioned it. Why? Because I reinforced my psychology in a way that I get a psychological immune system. Anyway, what you gotta do is start doing hard shit. Really achieving shit. Instead of going to the drugs and the shortcuts to try to get the sensation of achievement without actual achievement, because then you wasted time lying to yourself about achievement. The more successful I am, the more tranquil my soul becomes. We've all been seeing the videos on Instagram. The videos on Instagram from 1 year, year 1, year 2, maybe year 3, when I was still in the park. You know, the more successful I become, the more tranquil my soul becomes, you know. The name of the game is the freedom of the soul. And you have to fight for your freedom like a fucking dog. It's a dog fight against yourself. It's a dog fight against everybody who is too afraid to pursue their personal freedom. So when you start to move out of that space that they expect you to move in, and start moving in that space that they really want to move in, but too pussy to move in, and then they start throwing shade, trying to deprive you, you know, you got to fight that shit too. So it's you versus you and you versus them. But ultimately it's you versus you, because if you let them stop you, then you let you stop you, because you let them let you stop you. Oh, fuck, dude. I don't even like talking this much anymore, you know, but y'all need to understand this shit. You know, I'm getting way too far ahead of way too many of you, and y'all are not catching up. I've been laying it down foundation by foundation, moment by moment, scene by scene, and so many people have taken that for granted. But the contrast in my own existence is so drastic that when the contrast between my existence and your existence is exactly that, Even when you contrast who I was in those videos 2 years ago, sober, fit, enlightened, and rich, you gotta fight for your fucking freedom. You know, so then you get fit, you get the physical freedom, you get the physical capacity to be who you need to be, you know, doing muscle ups, doing squats, jumping over whatever the fuck, just able. You just physically able, you know. I was born in this world, I wasn't the strongest physical specimen, but I dog fought that shit out, and look at me now. I'm one of the more capable specimens, you feel me? And I'm maxing out my physical capabilities, and it just doesn't stop. And the more you are, even when you're walking down the street, you know, you just know that motherfuckers ain't just gonna throw their weight at you. Motherfuckers ain't just gonna bully you. You got the strength, you got the stamina on top of that. And on top of that, you got the density and the durability. It's levels to this shit. You have to build a physique, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to fuck around and find out what the wrong nigga. Everybody can see power levels. You feel me? Anyway, sober, fit, gotta be really enlightened. I tell y'all all the time. The ascendancy. You could ascend with us or pretend with them. Proof is in the prosperity. These motherfuckers is still poor. New rule is we don't take advice from people who are still enslaved to shit that we don't want to be enslaved to, who are still enslaved to shit that they don't want to be enslaved. We don't take advice from people who are not free. We don't take advice from slaves. So when you look at these individuals, you know what I mean, like if motherfucker is still clutching a fucking crystal thinking that shit is gonna do something, you a dumbass motherfucker. You should pay attention to this shit because you're a dumber motherfucker for following a dumb motherfucker. Now trust me, I used to be a dumb motherfucker following dumb motherfuckers. You feel me? And I made me the dumber motherfucker, right? So reverse all of that. Life is an intelligence test. I've been operating on my own intelligence. Superior conduct is the only answer. True comprehension of principles and integration of principles into one's way of being is the only way to ascend in this existence. There's nothing outside of yourself. So if you're using a rock and you thinking the intelligence of a rock is going to save you from whatever existential condition, you're a dumb fuck. If you think God is going to save you as a superior intelligence, come down and intercede in your inferior intelligence, you think God has the time to come down and interfere with you, you're entitled as fuck. And if you blame the quote-unquote devil or any other metaphysical or any other physical or any other non-physical being for your poor choices, then you are really a dumb fuck. Because at the end of the day, the devil never made anybody do anything. Nothing ever, no other intelligence outside of you can make you do what you don't want to do. And the fact that you chose to follow lesser intelligence just shows that you are a lesser intelligence, and therefore you must reap the consequences. Sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. The main focus of enlightenment is to find proximity to truth. I've been saying, like I said, in all the books, now I'm signing them. False psychological assumptions are the root of all evil. We must distance ourselves from erroneous conclusions. It gets very simple, cut, and clear. I'm not here to fucking be a cheerleader. I'm not here to make nobody who's stupid smart. I'm here to give people who have the sight to clarify their vision and therefore fulfill their life's mission. Sober, fit, enlightened, we are now free as individuals. We are the best individuals that we can be. Now we get rich. How do we get rich? Helping other people, you dumb piece of shit. So many people are trying to get things without being something. And then the thing is, like, suppose we drop $5 million in somebody's account right now, and then what? That's what I always say. We give you the crib, and then what? We give you the money, and then what? If you suck with no money, you're gonna suck with mad money. And the fact that you suck with no money, it shows that you do touch money, but you spend it on dumb shit. So you're probably one of those niggas that I told you that finances their own self-destruction. So you're really a dumb nigga. So now we give you $5 million to finance your own destruction and everybody else's destruction. It's just gonna be destruction, and there's gonna be no money at the end. You think that you're gonna, no, you're not. You're not gonna change, because if you're not gonna change when you have no power like that, once we magnify the degree, you're definitely just gonna magnify the degree of your dumb shit. So sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. And now you're just a free soul. And the only way to earn the ability to move across the planet, the only way to earn how to have the things you want, eat what you want, is by making sure that other people's well-being is taken care of before yourself. I've been taking care of y'all the whole way. You feel me? For the people who aren't on the program yet, you're still being taken care of. I do this shit for free. You know what I'm saying? So when people ask me shit, I'm like, yo, bro, like, I put out so much content that if you really was about this shit, you just get on the program. I wake up, no guarantee of bread, but I put my love on the table and I put my heart on the table. Why? Because it was never about the acquisition of money more than it was about the ascension of the individuals. Me passing on this wisdom that I knew I had that I wasn't embodying, so I chose to embody it, no longer be a hypocrite, no longer be a monophic, and personify the teachings as I came to learn through other teachers along the way. That sentence, personify the teachings, I was already on the way. Hypothetical is hypocritical, I was already on the way. All things align. So, you know, just taking care of others, you know. Poorest people just don't take care of nobody, not even themselves. Consider the vibrations raised. The end goal that you're looking for in this life, it's not, I'm in Spain right now, it's not being anywhere so you can consume, like, bro, same shit, bro. 2:45, 4:44, no matter where we are, even if that means 4:44 is 10:44 p.m. over there, or if we in Japan, it's 12, 13 hour difference. I don't give a fuck. 4:44 where I'm at, we do this. 2:45 where I'm at, we do this. As soon as the gym is open wherever I'm at, we do this. After the gym, y'all already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm working in the background for y'all in mad different ways. Like I said, everywhere I go is a spiritual deployment. You know, and me being in Spain right now, I was supposed to go to Spain from when I was in the desert. I was having a conversation with two of my favorite people out there in the desert, and I was sitting with them having breakfast, and I was like, yeah, I haven't been to Spain. And it just came to me, vision came, and I had to go do this. But then I tried to come back to New York, right, and help niggas because I'm a free, first of all, I'm a free nigga. I'm a free black man, you feel me? I was born around the bullshit, and I'm fucking free. So Harriet Tubman Sheikhy is like, you know what, let me go back and try to help as many people as possible. I'll go back. Niggas is on bullshit timing. I'm like, oh, nah, I don't have to be with y'all niggas, bro. I'm free, bro. And that's what I gotta just continue to be free. Consider the vibrations raised. So I'm here to free the slaves, soul slaves, right? Freedom of the soul is the final goal. Everybody gotta realize white slaves, black slaves, there's different slaves to the earthly conditions, the temporal conditions, the temporary conditions, the dunya conditions, right? So what you have to do is become sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. And that's not a racial situation. The only thing that obscures that is just the degrees of whatever the fuck and the little manifestations of the qualitative aspects, but that doesn't mean anything because that's all surface. So, you know, the end goal is the freedom of the soul, and I'm here to free the slaves, you feel me? So whatever you want, your world is yours. Get your ass on the program or stay a slave. We really don't give a fuck. Like, we really don't give a fuck. We got great people on the team. We got dedicated souls on the team. I'm obviously the one with the answers. All of these other weirdos are definitely the ones without the answers, you feel me? And definitely with false answers that are making them more poor than prosperous. The proof is in their poverty, and the proof of my actuality and my effectiveness is in my prosperity. You look at me, you look at them. You look at me, you look at them. I'm sober, fit, enlightened, and rich, and the fuck they not. Consider the vibrations raised. You a dumbass motherfucker if you don't get on the team. And I feel bad for you, but at the same time, Gabos, bitch. Game ain't based on sympathy. If you chose to be a loser in this life, on Yom Kippur, on Judgment Day, on the day where there is no intercession, on the day where there is no recompense, you will atone for the poor choices of your poor, tested life, lore, life, intelligence. Evolution has only been the only solution. And when I keep telling y'all niggas this shit, that's all it gotta be. So stop trying to get stuff, stop trying to possess things, and realize the best possession is self-possession. Most people, the fakest people, are trying to possess more things in the material world. No, you get to self-possession, self-mastery. And from there, you command a different level of agency as you interact with this universe. Consider the vibrations raised.